I'll have to go back to the red date thing. That is the only place in Hougang that people flock to. When it comes to funny stories, I have to fight with kids to get it lah.
You're actually like...
Yeah, I hustle. No, like physically fight. My name is Ervin. I'm a music producer, music director at times. I do pop music for a living. Bang King, Inch, Charlie and the Mothership with Nathan. The past 3 years of NDP and all the likes. I started out playing the piano when I was a kid. My other grades, right, other than music, was trash. So it's not because I have a natural aptitude to it, it's just more towards like I can't score well for the rest. So I was like, okay, this is it. Studying that in poly and then eventually in college, and then I'm back here. Just making our country proud, I hope. My hometown was Hougang. We used to collect red dates and we used to make little percussion shakers out of it. So with these red dates, it was a unique and interesting sound. It looks cool. I like to attribute a lot of like my natural tendencies to find interesting sounds in my production is because of that history when I was a kid. So up to today, right, the tree is still there. I think it was on an article recently that there was a whole generation of a family staying there that spans what 2-3 generations. They've been collecting red dates from there, so it's a very beautiful place. Hougang Mall at its OG, right? Like when it wasn't so glitzy and glamorous, it's the best. For us, it's an amazing catching place. Hide and seek and catching was the funnest thing to do because the way Hougang Mall was built in a retro sense, right? It's very fun. It's very hard to find or get away as a child, right? To run and get lost into. But of course, I always get caught by security guard. He was a pain in his. He hated me but it was damn fun. To me, it was like some crazy urban op shit, when I was a kid.
Bravo 6. Go ahead.
When it comes to influence, it's more like an active idea for me to go there and collect sounds. It's a very unique spot. The ecosystem that stays there, so the plants, the animals, the architecture and whatnot, because of the way they have to build it to kind of feature the floating islands. Let's say the floating platforms, actually, if you look at it carefully, there's actually even wheels that are attached to the floating platforms with the floating islands that actually ebb up and go down with the tide so that we can appreciate it at all times of the day. So all these things, all these sounds are very unique to this area. So for me, it was an active thing for me to go and sample and find all these things.